My mom is calling me selfish and lazy because I won't force my daughter to dance. My daughter started dance 2 years ago when she was 3. My mom and sister got in her head while on a sleepover about being a ballerina, how my niece does dance, and how adorable she would look in pretty dresses. My daughter loves dresses and my niece, so she agreed to do it without my consent. When I found out, my daughter seemed so excited, so I gave in. The dance school does classes for jazz, ballet, and tap for the little kids, and she really wanted to do ballet, so I signed her up. The instructor looked at me and said if I want her to do ballet, she has to do jazz too. Well, whatever. She could wear her ballet shoes for jazz, so it's not like I had to get a whole other outfit. 3 weeks in, and she hates jazz, loves ballet, but when it's time for jazz, she starts crying and wants to go home. I tried to pull her out of jazz and only do ballet, but was again told she can't just do ballet, so she either needs to suck it up or quit completely. She was 3. My mom somehow convinced her to continue dancing while on yet another sleepover, and everything was fine until it came time for the mid-year concert. She saw her pretty dresses and was ecstatic until it was time for hair and makeup. She kicked up a huge fuss about it, but was fine when we finally got home after 6 hours and I was able to wash that shit off. This all happens again at the end of the year, where she got a trophy for perfect attendance. 2020 was similar, with dance lessons going to Zoom in March, although around May-ish she said she didn't want to do dance anymore. She hated being told what to do, wanted to make up her own dances instead. Typical 4-year-old stuff. I told her if she could make it to the mid-year concert, she could quit after, just so they wouldn't have to rearrange the dances so close to concert time, which she agreed to. She was super happy leading up to the concert because she knew she wouldn't be back. However, on yet another sleepover with Nanny, she was again convinced to continue so she could get her trophy at the end of the year. She had a somewhat miserable July, November, still saying she didn't want to do it, but wanted Nanny to be happy and see her get her trophy. Every week my daughter complained about going, and my mom believed that I was putting it in my daughter's head that dance was horrible and that I didn't want to take her or couldn't afford it, blaming me for my daughter not wanting to do something. In front of my mom, I point blank asked my daughter if she really wants to do dance, and she said no, she didn't like it. She wants to do her own thing, etc. Apparently that wasn't good enough. End of year concert comes around, and again she is excited to be done with it all. I tell the instructors not to reserve a spot for my daughter for next year's 2021 since she won't be back, and they were a little pissed, but whatever. Concert is over, trophies handed out, time to head home. Sweet, no more dance. I messaged the instructor mid-January reminding her not to save us a spot. She wrote back, but she's already signed up for the year. Your mother told me last year you wanted her to keep dancing. Nope, don't save us a spot, she isn't coming. I then called my mom. Me, why did you sign daughter up for dance without talking to me first? We have already talked about this, she doesn't want to go. Mom, nonsense, she is 5 and she doesn't know what she wants. Besides, she looks so adorable in those cute costumes and makeup. Me, she doesn't want to go. She has been complaining about it for the last 8 months. The only reason she finished the year was to make you happy. Mom, you're just saying that because you can't be bothered getting off your lazy ass to take her. Every girl wants to be a ballerina. Why are you trying to take this away from her? You're being selfish. Me, she doesn't want to go and I'm not going to force her. I've already let the instructor know she is not going back and to not sign her up without my permission next time if she ever decides to start dancing again. She continued to berate me a while longer before I finally hung up on her. She then called my sister, who tried guilt-tripping me into forcing my daughter to dance. It's not going to happen until she wants to. I will still take her to concert to see niece's performance, but that's it. So that's the story for today's video. If you enjoyed it, a thumbs up would be highly appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one.